Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I watched WWE Monday Night Raw episode 1371, which was broadcast on September 2nd, 2019. We're in week 36 of 2019, and this is a little bit of a different episode because I actually didn't watch the first half of this episode. I kind of skimmed the WWE Twitter to see a rundown, basically a rundown of what happened that I missed because I was over my sister's for Labor Day. I had lunch and dinner and played a bunch of video games, and it was nice. So I did miss the first half. It didn't seem like I missed all that much. I saw some of the highlights, so I don't think I'm going to go back and actually watch it. But in the first half of the show, from what I understand, we had a contract signing that turned into a brawl with the OC, Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman, and Team Rudolph, Bobby Roode, and Dolph Ziggler. We had the match between Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch made official for Clash of Champions. We had Lacey Evans defeat Natalya, and in a second round match, Baron Corbin defeated Cedric Alexander. And I just watched a clip from that, and it is pretty hard hitting in parts of it. Corbin was slamming Cedric right into the post and stuff like that. So that looked like it might have been a pretty interesting match. So when I tuned in, first we had Charlie Caruso really trying to get on Bayley's nerves, asking all kinds of kind of rude questions, like, so you're going to be teaming with Becky Lynch? Are you going to be in her shadow tonight or stuff like that? And Bayley says, we'll see who's standing in whose shadow tonight. At the end of the night tonight. You'll see tonight. And Charlie said, wow. No, that was later on that she said, wow. The first match that I saw was Viking Raiders versus a couple of local guys, Brian Thomas and Tyler Hastings, who were basically murdered. Tyler Hastings, I think it was him who was launched a million feet into the air before hitting, while being hit with the Viking experience. So yeah, Viking Raiders have to get the championships soon after Clash of Champions, I'd imagine. They'll just friggin' destroy whoever's champions come in, which will probably be Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler for some reason. I don't know. It'll be weird because I could see Braun Strowman just not tagging in so that Seth can just get beat up, and then Braun has the advantage in their match, or vice versa. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be weird. Backstage, Sarah asks Sasha Banks about Bayley, and Sasha just yells at her, which looked like it scared the crap out of Sarah. That was kind of awesome. I enjoyed that. Then we had a King of the Ring match, Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. It ended in a pinfall, but they both had their shoulders down, and John Cone didn't announce who won the match. He's like, I've gotta go talk. I gotta go. Just bye. See you later. I don't know who won. We'll find out later. And we did find out later. Baron Corbin assumed that they were both eliminated, that he'd get a bye into the final. But in fact, it was determined that they both won the match, and so this will be interesting. I was kind of wondering if this might be a possibility that the semifinal match on the Raw side of things will be a triple threat between Samoa Joe, Ricochet, and Baron Corbin. Now, I saw a lot of people saying oh, this ruins everyone's brackets. No, it doesn't. That gives more people chances to get points in the brackets. What are you talking about? Everybody who picked either Joe or Ricochet to win in the second round, they get points for that. So, I don't know. Anyway, That could be pretty cool. And I am like really excited for next week's episodes, mostly because I'm actually going to be at those shows, watching those shows, enjoying the hell out of those shows at Madison Square Garden. That's going to be such an awesome, quick 2-day trip. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, I'm really tired right now. And I'm also going to Clash of Champions. So all of next week is going to be so amazing. But let's see. We had an episode of Firefly Funhouse where Bray tells Finn that he's sorry, but he gets interrupted by the boss, and Bray fends him off by feeding him money from all the money that he's been making. So yeah, this is hyping up the Fiend has challenged, or Bray. I don't know if it's Bray or the Fiend who challenged whoever is the Universal Champion coming out of Clash of Champions in a Hell in a Cell match. That would be pretty awesome. I mean, I was hoping that Finn Balor come back and it would be Finn Balor as a demon versus Bray, but that is kind of quick to have the Hell in a Cell match so quick after that. Up next, we had an interview with Rey Mysterio, which I thought they were saying that Rey would be in action, so I don't know what's going on with that. But he says, I'm not done, and so he's not done. Then we had The Miz versus Cesaro in just a real quick match. Kind of weird, and also really weird that The Miz won via skull-crushing finale. But I guess that does give him momentum going into the Intercontinental Championship match against Shinsuke Nakamura. And The Miz, I think he's got to win the Intercontinental Championship match. That match belongs with him, like for sure. And that would take him back over to SmackDown. I don't know. As we'll find out. I read somewhere, or people have been posting. There's one thread about it that they'll be doing some type of draft before the split to Raw and SmackDown, the between USA and Fox. So if they do that, I guess there's a good chance that would be on the episode of Raw before the first Fox SmackDown, but maybe it'll be the week before that, which is in San Francisco, I think. But we'll find out. They'll announce it after the pay-per-view, I'm sure. And then our main event, Becky and Bayley, our Raw and SmackDown Women's Champions, go against the tag team championship, Women's Tag Team Champions, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Sasha comes out before the commercials, which it has a bit of ominousity to it. And the match eventually is a disqualification in favor of Bayley and Becky because Sasha Banks attacks Becky during the match. And then she goes and gets a chair, hits Becky with it a couple of times, and then Bayley comes running in, grabs the chair away from Sasha, and Sasha's like, "What are you doing?" And Bayley thinks for a second, smiles, and starts hitting Becky with the chair as well. So that was pretty awesome. I'm really excited to see where this goes. And that's next week. Well, SmackDown tomorrow night is going to be awesome. I think we'll get some follow up to this for sure because she's a SmackDown Women's Champion. At first I was thinking, okay, her entrance, if she's evil now, she needs, instead of the wacky inflatable tube men, she needs like fire tornadoes. That would be awesome. But then I realized all they have to do is add like evil eyebrows, like angry eyebrows to all of the inflatable tube men and to the her graphic on her entrance on the Tron there. And that would be just perfect. That they don't have to change anything else to keep the same music, all of that. And then she just has the furrowed brow when she's coming out, but she does all the same stuff. She just does it angrily. And I think that would be pretty fun. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But everybody's talking about it now. One of the ideas I saw being kicked around was like, oh, what if this leads to a four horsewomen Hell in a Cell match? That would be really crazy. And if it's like I don't know, how could they make that even crazier? If they somehow got if Bayley and Sasha also got the tag team championships back, and they both Sasha became Raw champion, and Bayley remained the SmackDown champion. That could be pretty cool. We'll see. I'm excited. Whatever happens, like, there's just so many possibilities to be excited about, but we'll just see what actually happens, because maybe nothing nearly as cool as that happens. I don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that is to watch next week. So that is everything for this episode. I've been spending so much time the last few days trying to figure out this Instagram TV thing, and as it turns out, there's a different limit depending on if you're there's a 60-minute time limit, but you only have that time limit if you have a verified account. Otherwise you only have a 10-minute time limit. So the episodes that I put on there will be geared towards that. They'll be less than 10 minutes, so I can get them up on there, both on TIW Podcast and over on what you call it, the thing, and the what's a hoozle, I forget what I was even saying just now. Stay tuned for like some video content on Instagram at TIW Podcast, but also at the Demon Jackal. I'm going to put some stuff on there too of all my artwork, my works in progress as I'm doing them, talking through some of the techniques or whatever that I'm figuring out, that kind of thing. But go follow both of those. Tweet me. Let me know what you thought of this week's Raw. Go to tiwpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Instagram TV for some of this stuff. Wherever you like to listen to your podcasts. And stay safe out there in all the infinite multiverses. So I can see you next time here on TIW Podcast. Bye.